Hey YouTube, Common Collector here, and today we have a very exciting video. We are opening up Power of the Elements. It is finally out, and this is like the most hyped set of the year, so this is a really exciting video. We do have two boxes over here, so we are going to be opening up one on the Patreon as always, so I figured it'd be kind of fun to shuffle these around and see which one we are going to take. I think we're going to set this one aside over for the Patreon. So if you guys are interested in more of this content, more box openings and stuff, there are tons and tons of other kind of videos over there on the Patreon. So if you guys are interested, go ahead and check that out. Also, there are some other really cool ways to support the channel. Just a quick little announcement. I did end up actually picking up a new sponsor yesterday, and that is Mammoth Headwear. They make really nice hats designed for people who've got really big heads, just like me. So if you guys are like me and you've always struggled to like fit your heads into like into normal size hats that you find like at general stores anywhere, I always have like really hard time like with like general ones that don't have a snapback. So yeah, Mammoth Headwear, I ordered one of their hats yesterday and I got an affiliate link and discount code through them. All of that information is over in the description below, so go ahead and check that out if you guys are interested. Also, we are going to be doing a case opening for Power of the Elements. So if you guys are interested at all in seeing an entire case, we're just doing one box today, but we are going to be doing an entire case once that comes in the mail. So that was a pre-order. So hopefully that will be in the mail by the end, this week or next week. But anyways, let's get on into this opening. So here we have a Morphtronics Scannon. This is absolutely the most hyped thing that I am excited for out of Power of the Elements here. So we have the Morphtronics support. There's a lot of other cool stuff that we'll get to, Melfi's and stuff like that. We have a Gunkin Su ship, Shari Red, the most distant, deepest depths. This is like general fish support. There's a new fish archetype or like water archetype in here. We have a branded expulsion for more Albaz support, and then here we have an EN Engage Neo Space. This is like the new stuff for the elemental heroes. I guess the EN probably stands for like Elemental and Neo, or I'm not really sure what that all goes for. But here we have a Melfi Wally for more of the Melfi support, and Ascan, the bicorned Goatee. So Goatee is that new fish water archetype. We have a Pit Knight early. This is kind of a silly looking card, but it is pretty cool just to get another generic Link 2 in the game. And then we have a Terrors of the Underroot. All right. Overall, that was a pretty good pack. Let's move on into the next one. What else am I excited about in here? Sprites and tier elements. I am planning on for sure building sprites and eventually getting into tier elements. So that will be another big reason why I got the case, why we're trying to get our hands on that stuff. Here we have an Ice Jade creation of, I'm not even going to try to say that word. We have a Gadget Gamer, which is also Morphtronic support, getting into a Life Extreme, and then a Grand Tusk Dragon. This is just a generic dragon, I believe. If this card's normal or special summon, target up to 2 other cards on the field, destroy them. And if you do, this card gains 600 attack for each card destroyed. So that's going to get it up to like 2,600 attack, but, just generic, whatever, it's kind of cool, but probably, like, in general, I don't think that a lot of Dragon players are going to be playing that. Here we have the new Moki support, Moki Adrift. So I think this card would have looked really cool in super rare, but I do understand why they are leaving it in the common rarity. Also, Morphtronics come in a lot of in commons as well. We have a Sprite Carrot here to finish off that pack. But yeah, Morphtronics are all in common rarity, apart from the new Power Tool, what is it? Power Tool Berserk Dragon or whatever, Brave Dragon. We have here the new archetype, which is Vernusylph, of the Flowering Fields. So the Vernusylph is the new archetype. Fairy Earth. I can't remember how the typing all goes for the archetype. We have a Digit Jamming here, a Life Extreme, also for kind of like Morphtronic support. I guess this card works with Lifestream Dragon. We have a Vernusylph of the Thawing Mountains, so again, Fairy Earth, and then a Loris, the Lady of Lament, so new support also for like that, like Lament archetype, Layer of Darkness, I believe they all work with. I've never really looked into that deck. We have a Vernusylph of the Flowering Buds, a Morphtronic Scannon, a Scar of the Vendread, a Vernusylph of the Thawing Mountains, and then getting to my favorite card probably of the set, which is Melfi Staring Contest. This card looks so cute. It is so cute looking. Love it. Gotta love it. We're actually going to put that guy aside. We'll probably pull these guys over here. So then we have here a Brilliant Rose for our next card. a Nightmare of the Dark Bonder, a Goatee Chain, and then, yeah, no, we're not even going to say that card because that card's name is crazy as well. All right, not too bad. Secrets here, we definitely want to be pulling a Sprite Blue. I'm having a hard time not saying Sprite or Splite, but here we have the Sprite Gamma Burst. Oh my god. We have a Morphtronic Scannon into a Vernisylph and the Changing Season, an Ice Jade Creation again, and then a Power Tool Braver Dragon. All right, that is the main super rare that I was really hoping to get. This is really cool. So new Power Tool Power Tool and Morphtronic support. Like I said, really looking forward to this for like the longest time. I was trying to find ways to like how can I like do I need to make videos and get Konami's attention that like says, you know, hey, we need more Morphtronic support. People really want this. And like they finally kind of listened to us. I never really like ended up kind of making a stink about it, but hey, it's awesome that we are finally getting Morphtronic support and that they're actually going to like be a really cool deck now. We have an Overfusion, Tier Elements, Meta Noise, a Goatee Chain, and then a Moki Adrift. But yeah, I feel like, you know, Morphtronics have a hard time fighting through disruption, but if they can go uninterrupted, like if you can play stuff like Triple Tactics Talents or just other ways to keep extending, Called by the Grave and all that, then like the deck can actually really take off, which is cool. We have a Crosskeeper here and a Maze Attraction Thrill Train. Really cool that the Amazement archetype is also getting some new support. I really need to get into that archetype. I just never really ended up doing it after Lightning Overdrive. One copy of Digit Gamming, a Sprite Gamma Burst, and then our first ultra rare of the set is going to be Garura, the Wings of Resonant Life. This card is actually pretty darn hype because it is a super poly target, I believe. Two monsters with the same type and attribute, but different names. Yeah, so really cool, really generic, very nice pull there as well. And then ending off this pack with a Sprite Pixies. Alrighty. Okay, let's get on here into a Merry Melfies. More of the Melfi support. They are just like, they are raking in support in this set. Kind of like the Morphtronics as well. Then we have a Crawler Soma, a Vernisylph and the Flower Buds, a Gadget Gamer, and then a Therion Empress Alacia. Pretty good as well. I haven't also really looked into the Therions much, but still a really cool deck. I have all of the cards set aside, so if you guys have any variants of Therions that you guys really want to see, the main one that's kind of on my mind is doing like oh my gosh, why can't I think today? The plant guys, why can't I think of them? The Sun Avalons, yeah. So like if you guys want to see like a Sun Avalon deck profile and stuff, combo videos, all that with Therions, that's definitely the next, like the first one that's on my list. Here we have a Sprite Smashers, a Hydrolander Orbit, a Gunkin Suship Shari Red. Also really excited for the Suship support because, I mean, the Suship deck is actually just really cool. Pretty bonkers, actually, once it starts taking off as well. And then we're going to get on into a Mathmech Circular. This card alone is just making so many, like, Cyburst decks and whatnot, like, taking off. You have Mathmechs as well as, like, Ignister and Salamangre. All of these decks are going to be, like, trying to find ways to play Mathmech Circular, and it's actually really cool. We have here a Scar of the Vendread. We have a Crosskeeper into Vanguard of the Underground Emperor. And are we finally going to see our secret rare here? Oh, yes, we got the Sprite Blue. That is exactly what we wanted out of here, so that's really cool. We are going to set these guys off to the side here, and Sprite Blue is going to be going front and center right there. That's really awesome. Nice. I was hoping to get that. I'm hoping to, you know, now the pressure's off once the case comes in next week that I can, you know, I only need to pull 2 Sprite Blues now, so that's pretty cool. We have here a Morphtronic Telephon. This guy looks like he's a little bit beat up. I've seen a lot of people's packs, like the front common card ends up kind of being a little bit beat up with this set, but yeah, that's the first one that I've really noticed. A Morphtronic Telephon. Again, just so excited for these Morphtronics. We have a Vernisylph, a Ravenous Vendread, a Crawler Soma, and then an Albaz the Ashen. This is like the Fallen of Albaz, like as he's like, I don't know if this is like, you know, I'm sure that there'll be more in the lore as we go along. I don't think we've seen this guy yet. This is Enoch, the Sentry of the Goatee. Really cool. That looked like, okay, that looked different the first way. Like I looked at, like I only saw this. I thought it looked like it was like a dinosaur kind of looking thing. And then I realized it was like a stingray, but still looked pretty cool. We should still have one more Ultra for this side. And then we are moving on to side number 2. Then we have an Maze Attraction Thrill Train, a Sprite Smashers, a Digit Gaming, and then a Morphtronic Earfawn. I feel like this is the first Earfawn we've seen so far, but I do love the artwork on this because you have Leo and Luna like turned into like earbuds, which is just so cool. Love it. Love the concept. And then here we have a Punk Jam Extreme Session for that new Punk support. you know, we gotta keep pumping up the punks. Okay, so we should have an ultra here, so this will be very exciting. What can we get for our ultra? We have a Merry Melfi's, a Tier Element Havness, a Vanguard of the Underground Emperor, a Vernisylph, and then a Paces the Light of Goatee. Okay, a little underwhelming, but still pretty cool. We got to get through those ultras. We're gonna get a Goatee card every now and then. For some reason, just fish archetypes have just never really caught me, except for like playing like Totally Awesome and stuff. So that's why I'm really excited for Sprite. Totally Awesome is just like a totally different card, like in itself. Sorry for the pun there, but like that's all that I could say. Like it's just so good. It's like it's its own kind of card, like that dives away from the rest of the water archetype. Dive. Okay, I'm sorry with the puns. I'll stop. Okay, so here we have a Hydrolander Orbit and then a Schiff Fairy of the Goatee for our next of the super rares. Alrighty, what is going to be next? What else are we looking for here? Hopefully like one of the Sprite Ultra Rares, and then just, maybe like another Power Tool. Otherwise, I'm sure Power Tool won't be too hard to come by. We have a Gadget Gamer, a Digit Jamming, and then a Vendread Scavenger. Okay, I really haven't looked much into the new Vendread support either. Just never been a deck that I've really dove into, but still pretty cool. Here we have a Vernisylph of the Flowering Fields again, a Morphtronic Telephon, a Ravenous Vendread, and then getting into EN Wave. Okay, this is really different. I thought this was like our first super rare we got. This card is really cool because I love how Elemental Hero, what's his name again? Mariner, like how he looks on here, he just looks so cool. And then I think that's Glowmoss right behind him. But yeah, this card just looks so cool. I don't even care what it does. Just looks nice. All right, let's keep moving on here. We should still have all of our ultras and our secret on this side. Hopefully, maybe still seeing a Starlight. I just feel like I have it in the pit of my gut that I am gonna pull the Starlight, oh my gosh, why can't I think today? Holy cow, Phoenix Enforcer, Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. There's no way that I don't pull that as a Starlight rare, either in this pack or in this box or in the case that's coming in the mail. So definitely thinking that that's going to be happening. And we have here a Gem Knight Lady Rose Diamond for our next. The Gem Knight support, really cool in this. I haven't played around with them too much. I played around with them a little bit back in the day when they were out, but I was still just like not really great at deck building back then. But yeah. Right now, I think it'd be really cool to try to put Gem Knights together and see what they can do. Let's get on into our next. We have a Scatter Fusion, also some Gem Knight support right there. A new way for them to Fusion Summon, I believe. So during the main phase, if your opponent controls a monster, Fusion Summon a non-rock Gem Knight monster from your extra deck using materials from your deck as material. Also, you cannot special summon from the extra deck except for Gem Knight monsters. Oh my god, they just keep letting us special summon everything from out of, or like using our fusion materials from out of the deck. They're just like, yeah. Fusions and rituals, they're like not as good as the other like summoning mechanics. So let's just like make it so that they can just fusion summon right out of the deck. Why not? Okay, let's get on into our next. We have a Sprite Elf. That's very good. That's what I was hoping was going to be our next ultra rare. So we have a Sprite Elf right there. Very cool to go along with our blue there. They make a nice little couple. All right, what else? It'd be cool to also get the ultra rare XZ monster as well. We'll see what happens. We have a Gadget Gamer, a Life Extreme once again, a Vernisylph in the Flowering Buds, a Scannon, and then an Elemental Hero, Spirit of Neos. This card is also really cool. It's kind of interesting because like he can special summon himself out to the field and then he can't be destroyed by battle. So he kind of like walls you up for a turn if you're going to get destroyed. But you kind of have to be playing him in a deck that sort of revolves around like the normal, normal typing elemental heroes, but it would still be really cool to kind of mess around with him. We have a Vernisylph of the Flowering Buds again, and then getting to a Punk Jam Dragon Drive. Okay, that's going to be our next of the supers. Closing up here, we only have like 4 packs left, so we should still have one more Ultra and a Secret, so that's really cool. We have a Scar of the Vendread, and getting on into a Goatee of the Deep Beyond. This is like the boss monster, basically, of the Goatee deck. I haven't really looked into him too much either. Let's just read this guy right now. The original attack of this card becomes 500 times the number of banished monsters. Okay, pretty cool. And then if this card is synchro summoned during your opponent's turn, banish all cards on the field. Okay, that's also really good, especially with his first effect. And then during the standby phase of your next turn after this card was banished from the monster zone, special summon this card. That's pretty cool. That's really, really cool. Shoot, maybe I might actually have to look into it. You see, this is what I do. This is what I do every time. I'm like, man, there's like one cool card in this archetype. Maybe I should build it. We have a Morphtronic Earfawn and then a Scannon, and then getting to a Loris, Lady of Lament. All right, so we just have 2 packs left, 2 packs, and we are going to see what we can get. We should still have an Ultra in here. Really, again, like really just hoping that it's going to be that that XZ monster for the Sprite archetype. We have a Sprite Gamma Burst, a Most Distant Deepest Depths, a Sprite Smashers, and then an Exo Sister Returnia, which means our last pack is going to have an Ultra. I always like when the Ultra or Secret ends up being in the last. So, very cool. Let's see what we can wrap it up with here. We have a Branded Expulsion, a Ravenous Vendread, a Gunkan Shari Red, a Vernisylph and the Flowering Buds, and wrapping it up with a Moray of Avarice. That's perfect. Just with how much smack I talked this episode about like fish archetypes. But yeah, really cool. So Moray of Avarice, banish 1 face up. Fish, Sea Serpent, or Aqua Monster you control to draw 2 cards. You know, is that gonna see play? It probably will. I guess it does work really well with this guy. So yeah, I guess if you have these 2 together, if he gets banished face up, you get to bring him back to the field so you don't actually lose that card advantage. That's actually works out really cool. I didn't know that was sort of like a little combo you can play. Maybe that actually is really cool. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining for this booster box opening. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We did get the Sprite Blue, so we got the best secret rare pull. No Starlight here, but we are definitely going to be getting a Starlight DPE in our case opening. So stay tuned for that. Definitely make sure that you go ahead and check that out. Also, again, go ahead and check out Mammoth Headwear. You guys can use the code CommonCollector10 for 10% off at checkout. It is free shipping as long as you basically buy 1 hat. And if you guys have an extra large head like I do, or you guys know anyone who has an extra large head like I do, it's a great idea for you to just try out a new realm of fashion and like actually use a hat that fits you and is comfortable and doesn't give you a headache. So if you guys are like me, go ahead and check that out if you're interested, or check out all the other affiliate links down in the description below, as well as like TCGPlayer and all that stuff. Definitely use my affiliate link below to help support the channel and bring a little kickback to us. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.